this cookie. This cookie made me cry. This video starts just a few minutes after my last video ended, so you might want to check that video out first. I've decided to post this very vulnerable moment and share my raw, real struggles. So how did I go from this to this? Okay, so I'm not sure if I'm going to post this or not, but so I just got back from Old Navy and I just, had some wise words, at least I felt I did, some insight even just for myself. And there's a running store here too, which is perfectly innocent. Running is perfectly innocent until it's not. And I've gotten to that point in the past, and it's something that I'm working on. Part of my eating disorder was my compulsive exercise. It's hard because running is something I really enjoy and I always have. It makes me feel free, but it's a thing that I also can use in a negative way. I can use it for compensation. I can use it to avoid. I can use it for so many things, to the point where I don't feel good. I get injured and I still run. I really want to go in. I just like that store. I do need some new shoes. And I'm not going to go into my activity plan or my activity level or what I'm allowed to do, but I could use some new shoes. I am weight restored, so I can do some stuff. It's monitored very heavily right now. I guess I'm just thinking that it's probably not the best place for me to go by myself. It's not like it's a bad place to go. I know my husband needs new shoes too, so I think that maybe I'll tell him that we should go together, and that would be a better situation for me. I guess if it's giving me this much anxiety, how much I really want to go in there, and it's not about the shopping. I guess that tells me something. I guess that tells me I really shouldn't be going there by myself. Okay, I'm gonna go home. But I just recorded this for my own accountability and I might post it. So if I do, let me know if you struggle with anything like this, whether it's exercise or anything else that you know that you shouldn't really be going places by yourself. It's just, it turns into not being healthy. Okay, bye. And I'm back. It's only been a couple minutes, but I was about to leave and I thought, well, I'll just go to the GNC. There's a GNC in the center too. So yes, I would have to walk by the running store. It's almost like I wanted to prove myself. Oh yeah, I could walk by there and just keep going. I'll just go to the GNC and I'll pick up some healthy things. I know that seems completely innocent, but once again, it's like, okay, if I go and get those healthy things, which there's nothing wrong with them, then it's going to steer me away from my meal plan. It's going to take me away from some of the new foods that I've been reintroducing and trying to get back, that I'm still terrified of. But it's just going to be safe to just go and get stuff from there and start to eventually replacing meals with, I need to be eating real food right now. I guess that's what it is. I can't be just replacing all my meals with bars and protein shakes, and there's nothing wrong with those. I'm just saying right now that's where, in fact, my dietitian has it, where I'm not allowed to even have a Boost right now because it's so easy for me just to do that. And then I don't eat real food. So that is kind of where I'm at. Once again, if I'm feeling this annoyed at myself that I am not letting myself go in, my eating disorder is a brat. It's like I kind of say I started my eating disorder when I was 9, so my eating disorder self is like 9. Like it never quite got past 9. So it's like, and I was always a good kid growing up, but my eating disorder, that's when my bratty self comes out. That's when my rebellion comes out. That's when I don't really like it. But it's part of me right now. I need to get that security tag taken off. Okay, I'm gonna go home for real now. Bye. Before I drive away, I guess I'm kind of seeing that, you know, there's other stores around here. PetSmart, there's even Ulta. I love going to Ulta. There's Best Buy, there's all sorts of stuff. I could go shopping. I could go other places. I have no desire right now. It's not about the shopping. I don't have any really desire to shop. Not that I have any desire not to shop. It's not the shopping. It's not about going in there and shopping. It's that little security tag that is hanging on me still, that I am allowing to just hang on there, that I don't know how to get rid of on my own. I mean, let's be honest. But it's that little bit trying to hang on to, just a little bit of your eating disorder. This kind of stuff comes out. So it's not a question of, oh, should I go shopping? Should I not? Should I get stuff or should I not? Is that a bad place? No, they're not bad places to go. But right now with my eating disorder, I can't give it an inch. And going to a health foods or a health store, nutrition, whatever it is, for someone who has orthorexic tendencies and can get stuck in that, or someone who has dealt with compulsive exercise and is trying to heal that part, then it's just, yeah, it's not where I should be. It's me one more time. So I was just about to leave the parking lot and I'm sitting with my anxiety. I'm not letting it, I'm not fighting it. I'm just going to sit with it. It's okay to have anxiety. It's okay to have anxiety. It's okay to have anxiety. It will pass. Okay, so I decided to pull back. I never left the parking lot. I decided to park and I'm in a different space. But because I'm sitting with my anxiety, but you know what I was thinking? And this is proof. And I'm being really real and honest, and I'm admitting kind of what my temptations are and what my struggles are. If you struggle, if this is triggering by any means, stop watching, but I'm just being very real right now. I'm going to be really real, but it's really in my mind. I'm sitting with anxiety, and what made me feel okay about it is I said, I'm telling myself in my brain, and I don't know if it's whatever, the thought came in my brain that go home, I'm going to go home and run. That'll make you feel better. And you know what? I calmed down with that little piece of, oh, I can go run. That's what I want to do. Yeah. And then I was like, what? Sometimes it's hard for me to see like the correlation between my eating disorder and exercise or running, because it does seem like health. It seems to me sometimes that it's a separate issue. But I guess that just proves my point that if that is the one thing that I'm feeling like I can use to lower my anxiety. Again, you can do that in a healthy way. You can use exercise in a healthy way to lower your anxiety. But if I'm using my exercise in a way to lower my anxiety about not giving into my temptations about going into store and being tempted about running and just being in that environment and really like I don't even know what to say. Opposite actions. Okay, I'm not going in that store and I'm not going to go home and go running. What do I do? Like, what's my opposite action? You know what? There's a Starbucks right there. I'm going to go inside Starbucks. I'm going to get something. That, I guess, is an opposite action. I don't know. You know when you don't know? I'm there. I decided to go to Starbucks. But not just I can go to Starbucks and get safe things. Why does this make me cry? I don't get it. Okay, I'll show you what I got. I decided I would go in there and get something that I've never gotten before. Just whatever sounds good. I can tend to get really frozen with decisions, so I thought I would just make a decision really fast. I knew that would be easier. Well, it's easier in the moment. They have a new drink, and it actually looks really, it is really good. I tried it. Pineapple matcha green tea, I think is what it is called. Isn't it pretty? It's like this really pretty green color. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't look pretty on camera, but it was good. It was really full, so I had to like drink it before I even left and like wipe it off with a napkin. It tastes good. And of course they have the calories up there, so I know what it is. And it's not as bad as other things, so I don't know. My eating disorder is kind of happy that, oh yeah, you picked that, and it could have been a lot worse. So then I got a cookie, which is something I'm supposed to be judging myself anyways, and I haven't been. I have a couple times, but not since my last dietitian appointment. Why does this make me cry? It's a cookie. I am crying over a cookie. I am crying over a cookie. Who does that? Please, I can't be the only one that cries over a cookie. I don't know, maybe I am. Okay, so I'm just smiling right now. This makes me feel a little better. They asked me what my name is. My kids always want me to, when we're asked that at Starbucks, say one of our pets' names. So I said Lucy, which is one of our cats' name. So I thought, well, maybe that would cheer me up. It is right now, but so I thought I would just get, the safe chocolate chip cookie, which I love chocolate chip cookies that we'd be making. That would make me cry too. But I got this really pretty sprinkled cookie. And it's just so pretty and cute. Why is this making me cry? And now the thought of eating it gives me a lot of anxiety. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. This is real. I'm being so raw and vulnerable right now, which is, it's really hard for me to do. Maybe because I don't know if I'm even going to post this, that I feel like I'm just talking to myself. But if I do post this and I'm connecting with anyone, even just one person that doesn't feel alone, that they cry over a cookie or whatever it is. It doesn't have to be the cookie. It's not the cookie's fault. It's not about the cookie. I'm going to sip on this drink for a second because I'm going to take a bite of this cookie. And in fact, I want to eat the whole thing. It's so scary. Now I can't even taste this. I don't even know what it tastes like. I don't know. Does anyone else have that where your taste buds literally shut off when you're this anxious about food? Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna take a bite. Even if I cry, it's okay. It's okay to have anxiety, right? I'm about to break it. I'm about to break it off. Eat the cookie like a normal person. Lucy. It's not my real name. Okay, don't hide the... Okay, so I was going to break it off because that's what I do. I don't eat cookies whole. It is kind of like very soft, which I don't know. Then I was just going to keep it in the bag because if I don't have to touch the cookie, then my anxiety's less. All my food rules you guys are seeing. Okay, I'm going to take the cookie and I'm going to take a bite. And yeah, it's hard. To be honest, I wish I could just do it and eat that whole cookie and like show everyone that I am recovering. But I haven't. I can do it. I can't. As I've done myself though, recovery's not perfect. Going in there when all I wanted to do was go to the running store, and then after that all I wanted to do was go home and run. To go from that and holding myself, sitting with my anxiety, going in there, just even going in there with the thought of ordering something that might be challenging, that was a hurdle. Ordering stuff that was challenging, that was another hurdle. Even trying that drink and even trying one of the cookies, like really big for me. I hope there's someone that understands it. Because sometimes I feel like the world doesn't. Just take the cookie, Lucy. I don't think I can do anymore. And I'm sorry. Hope I don't let people down. I will do it again. Challenge, repeat, challenge, repeat, challenge, repeat. Opposite actions. I guess you guys are realizing what recovery looks like. It's messy. It's not good all the time. And this is my recovery. I hope it makes you guys feel at least not alone. I feel really alone right now. I have support. I just feel really alone with my thoughts, and it's hard. I know not everyone around me thinks this way, even the people who support me. So I'm gonna go home. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that cookie, but I know that I at least had some success. I feel like I failed, but I do know that there were successes in there. So I'm gonna try to hang on to that little bit of hope. And turn this day around a little bit. I know this will pass. If you guys needed to see this, if anyone needed to see this, then you're not alone. You really are not alone. It's not the cookie. It's not about the cookie. Okay. And now, now I have the thoughts of a mom that, I'm going to go home. My son is going to come. My youngest will be home by the time I get home. My mom is down here. She helps us so much since I've been in treatment and stuff. Even though I'm out of treatment, I'm just an inpatient. I'm an outpatient. She's still helping us a lot. So I don't have to pick up my youngest right now, but I know he'll be home. And so now I feel like, what do I do? I know that they say it's okay to be vulnerable around your kids, but I don't want them to see me struggle. I struggle with them seeing me struggle. I don't know. I guess it's okay. I just don't know. But I'm going to go home and be with my family, and that'll feel good. I just hope I can live up to the mom that I want to be for them. Talk to you guys later. Hi again. I am back and I feel a lot better. The anxiety, it does pass. I came home, got some stuff done, and I thought, one thing that would really help me is I decluttered my stuff like a couple months ago, and I had some shoes that I wanted to donate, give away. And so I just put all this pressure on myself to donate it the right way. I know it sounds silly, but so I purposely put these shoes, there were probably like 7 of them, and they were still in shoe boxes, and they were lined up against my wall in my bedroom. And so every time I'd have to walk by it all the time. And so it just did like, okay, you're going to have to get this done. It was almost like my way of, you're going to get this done. If you don't, you have to walk by this and it's going to annoy you. The Facebook group for our neighborhood, it's a giving free group. So I thought, oh, I'll do that, because I really do I feel like, you know, if I'm going to give something away, it's kind of nice to make, I'm all about connection. It's nice to make that connection with my community and, you know, kind of see where your things go. Just to make that connection. I really feel like connection is important. Well, I don't have the capacity right now. I barely have the capacity some days to even, you know, be connecting with my family, let alone someone in my neighborhood, usually somebody I don't even know. So there's just a lot involved. So I thought, well, I know that there's somebody in our neighborhood and I could seek that out that has like a donation bin on her porch. And I believe this stuff goes to like, she drops it off once a month, like to an abused women and children, I think, home. I don't know, but it's something that I was like, oh, it seemed like that would be a good place for, again, we're talking about like 6 or 7 pairs of shoes. So, that even, I don't have the capacity to even like do that right now. And it was putting all this pressure on me, like, oh, you have to donate, that has to have meaning. And I love that. When I have the capacity to do that, it makes me feel really good. It's something that I feel good about it. And I feel like it's a good thing for the community, whatever. But I don't know, walking by that wall of shoes, I was like, you know, yes, my anxiety passes, but this is something that every day is giving me anxiety, that I can do something about it. So I decided I need to drop my kids off for their rock band rehearsal. So I thought on the way back, there's a drop-off center, for a Goodwill drop-off center. I'll just do that on the way back home. And so I did, but even then I'm like, oh, well, like my donating isn't good enough. Like, why am I putting this pressure on myself? Like, but anyways, again, why is this such a big deal? Why am I going on about this? I'm in a better mood. I feel better. I got rid of the end story is I got rid of this stack of shoes. They're done. I don't have to walk by them anymore. And that makes me feel really good. So yeah, been a hard day, but I'm still grateful. And you know, the other thing was I was thinking, well, maybe I shouldn't even post this. I was like, you know, I think maybe I will post. Well, you'll know if I'm posting because you're seeing this if I did. But I had a very vulnerable moment, which is really hard for me. So that in itself is healing, just to be able to be vulnerable. And I also, you know, I'm doing this channel for myself too. I want to be able to document this. And I was thinking, well, why do I want to document it? A big reason is because it's so easy in recovery to not see how far you really have gone. It's easy to see like all the hurdles that you still have to get through, or all the times you're still crying over a cookie. But I am in a much, much better place than I was a year ago. And it's hard for me to really see that and realize it. But when I think about it, I am. And if I had some way to document it and be able to look back and think, wow, I can eat that cookie now. And I want to, I'm telling you, I'm going to eat a cookie. I'm going to eat that cookie sometime, and I'll document it. But it's okay that I didn't do it all right now. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I still have made strides. It's kind of like, I would like to compare it to my private violin and viola students. They get frustrated if they're, you know, working on something, a really hard, difficult piece, and they feel like they're just not getting anywhere, they're not getting better, and they get really down. And so a lot of times I'll sit down with them and say, you know, where were you? And they'll look back, you know, when they're at home at, you know, videos of them playing, you know, their first year, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and now they're playing major concertos. And so it's a nice reminder. I kind of parallel it to that. Like, it's a nice reminder sometimes just to be able to see where you're at, where you were at, and it kind of gives you a better sense of measurement where you are now. So I'm hoping that that vulnerable moment will be something that I can look back later and see that I've actually have met the challenge and exceeded it. And I want to be at the point where it's like, oh, that doesn't even bother me anymore. I'm not there yet, and that's okay. And also, if I can just even help one person not feel alone, because it's so easy to feel alone in this, and you're not alone, whatever you're going through. You should never feel alone. So that is what I have to say. And I hope you guys are all having a good day. You guys are worth recovery. Talk to you later.